If you want to know how much Americans have saved in their 401ks based on their income, then this is the right video for you. Hey there, I'm Brittany Flammer, a financial coach with videos all about budgeting and money saving tips for you and your family. Most averages for 401k balances are based on age. I do have a video about that. I'll put a link in the description box below. But today we're focusing on how much people have saved based on their income, as well as I'll be giving you a formula for your wealth accumulation based on age and income. When I say 401k, I really mean defined contribution plan. This is an employee-sponsored plan. It could be a 457, a 403b, it could be lots of different things, but we are using the term 401k because that's the most common, and that's what it tends to be synonymous with defined contribution. That's what people think of when they hear it. The study from Vanguard was based on almost 5 million accounts. It's 115 pages long. I'm just sharing a little bit of the info from you. Okay, now on to averages by income. For those that make less than $15,000 per year, the average 401k balance is almost $21,000, while the median is just over $4,000. Now, for those making less than $15,000, I wouldn't expect there to be very much in their savings for retirement. But in my mind, I tend to associate low income with young people that are just starting out. And if you compare these numbers, these averages, to those in my video by age, it's really interesting. For those under 25, the median and average 401k balance is $5,000 and $2,000. So for those making under $15,000, the averages are a lot higher. So I think that's really interesting. Moving on to the next bracket of those making between $15,000 and $30,000 per year. Average 401k balance is $28,600, while the median is under $5,000. Now, I think this is interesting because the average has actually gone down. People are making more money, but the amount they have saved has gone down. I don't know why. I have no idea. Let me know in the comments down below why you think it might have gone down, even though people are making more money. Now, moving on to the next category, those making between $30,000 and $50,000 per year. Average 401k balance is under $29,000, while the median is under $12,000. I think it's really important to keep track of how much you have saved for retirement, but even more important than that, I think, is your overall accumulation of wealth. The Millionaire Next Door, they did a study on millionaires, but they have a formula for wealth accumulation. And to see if you are average, you take your age, multiply it by your gross income, divide that by 10, and that's how much you should have, what your net worth should be if you're average. So for example, I am 38 years old. Let's say I make $25,000 per year. Multiply 38 times $25,000, we get $950,000. Divide that by 10, we get $95,000. So my net worth should be $95,000. If I want to be a prodigious accumulator of wealth, I multiply that number times 2. So 95,000 times 2 would be $180,000. I just wanted to throw that out there in case you get too hung up on retirement. If you make between $50,000 and $75,000 per year, average 401k balance is almost $67,000, while the median is just over $31,000. If you make between $75,000 and $100,000 a year, average 401k balance is $113,617, while the median is under $59,000. If your income is between $75,000 and $100,000 per year, average 401k balance is over $113,000. Well, the median is just under $59,000. The average take-home pay in America is $79,000 for the entire household, so most would fall into this. If you're interested to see how the average household spends their money each month, check out my video. I'll have it playing at the end right up there. If you make between $100,000 and $150,000 a year, average 401k balance over $186,000. While the median is just over $104,000. If you are over $150K per year, average 401k balance $340,000, while the median's $201,000. Now, for those that have been terminated, I'm assuming this means retired, or maybe it could mean fired. Average 401k balance is $117,000. While the median is $28,000, which makes sense because if you're no longer working, you're not contributing, or your employer's not contributing. If you're retired, you're using that money to live off of. If you want to see the 401k balances based on age, check out the video here, as well as here's the average spending per household in America right here.